When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, passing your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions. That's fielded in the end zone.
Come on, we gotta get this done.
And he won't return this one. He'll go
we
down
gotta stop
to
making
knee,
mistakes.
and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their now 30-year-old quarterback, Cam Newton, MVP of the league back in 2015.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns. I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And now the offense for Detroit.
And the schedule makers have given them a little break right here. Back-to-back home games, and they won last week. So they're trying to make it 2 in a row before they hit the road next week. They have to take advantage of this break in the schedule.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And this is Shepard on the catch. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. A look at the starters down the defensive side of the ball for the Giants. And they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Newton now to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
Let's go, you tighten up.
On 1st down, Murray.
Here we go.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd down, Newton. And he's got Amendola on the connection. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
A good pickup there at 22. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Newton now to throw.
There you go.
Rolling to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Mike 5-4. I don't think you got it, sir. Check.
On 2nd down now, it's Murray, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down.
Bend but don't break. Bend but don't break.
Technique in getting there,
come on, bend but don't break.
For it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get because remember, if he slides when that derriere dips,
there
if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Oh, my goodness.
Throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's third down. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
13th play now, the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's third and goal. To throw is Newton. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. David Njoku, his second touchdown on the season.
We got to prevent
and the
this
Lions
touchdown.
take it right down and score on the opening drive. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
He's coming. Double up, double up. 6, 2, 1, out.
2nd and 9 now. It's caught. This is White. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Gurley again here on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. A look now at the starters on the defensive side for the Lions. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Back to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native mid.
Yeah, you knew he was going to do it because you allowed him. Like, you let it be so slow for him to block it. Why would you do that? What kind of sense does that make?
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block.
All right, this year is just trial year, just getting back in the Madden, learning what to do, what not to do.
Turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Dawson able to connect.
That's just stupid. I mean, if he blocks it, cool, but why would you make me go super slow? As if you wanted me to allow him to block it.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
That's wrong,
And the
bro.
Giants ready to come out now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early.
Let's go. Let's go.
For a Giant touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about, Ty. We need to use you, bro.
His second touchdown
on the season. Get away from the run.
As they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed.
There we go. Way to block. Way to block, Hurst. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Man, that was beautiful.
Because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2nd and 10, Newton again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Murray. Give him 2 yards on that play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So the draw takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. A run. It's Murray. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Stop doing that, bro.
11 yards there and a Lion first down.
I know it's instinct, so it's hard to stop.
That's the big
dog, you hurting us whenever you do that.
Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
He's going to take off with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. On first down, Murray. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
It's turnover.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton. This is the tight end, Njoku.
Hey, at least your guys hold on to the ball. I'll tell you that. My guys don't hold on to the ball like that.
He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now Newton. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Cam Newton, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And coming off a 1-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny. And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
52's the mark, boy. 52. They're not ready for this.
They'll drop to throw. He hits White, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. He will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is shown to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Check 3, check 3.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. He's got White here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards and a giant first down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Second and 5. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
Bro, get your feet down. You're a Pro Bowler.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Rolling to his left. He may try and run for this. And a loose football.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he rifles one incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any
I can't believe the score got so out of hand so quick.
Try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
First down, Giants.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Caught. It's Ellington. And he's brought down.
That's not a touchdown.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense holds here on the final play of the half. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
It's just a learning year. We're going to come out next year better than we were this year. That's what my mindset is at.
Just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Because this joint right here is
New York set to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back
Why
into this game.
can't my main wide receiver do something like that? Why can't he do something like that?
At midfield.
What's the problem, bro? I don't get it.
And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
You are supposed to be able to do that.
Didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, You're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
I'm not mad because he's actually got to it.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
I don't know if you had him.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
Obviously, I did.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Push him back.
I don't know why I'm doing that. Last time.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw, eluding the pressure right. That's complete to White. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Gotta stop somebody.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Newton. This is Shepard on the catch.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg.
There we go. There you go, Levante.
Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley.
Oh, my goodness. Just one more block.
Good for a gain of 5.
Just one more block.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
I know you ain't got it.
Looking to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And an alley to run. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the 1st half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now this is Shepard on the jet sweep. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Newton. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Here we go. Number 53,
They run. It's Gurley. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Come on, fellas.
2 yards on the play. And the Giants.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming.
Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Check nickel.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Daquan Jones hit on the tackle there.
I'm not even caring about the ball game no more.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Trying to finish strong.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw here on first down. It's caught. This is White. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. They're going to look to throw. On the left side, a catch by White. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive.
Let's go, son.
Giants.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which...
And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that will get them one closer. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now a second down run for Murray. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now it's Newton. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Giants now down by 10, a little over 20 seconds to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Lions, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. Now they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Giants, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
So you and her's doing work. Wow. That's all I can say. That's all I can say.